Hello friends, and welcome to Dread Protocol. Dread Protocol is a third-person roguelite where you play as the rampaging space pirate, John... I'm sorry guys, I had a really original bit planned for this, but it got too complicated. I can't figure out what the other half is supposed to be. This game is about seeking revenge against the feds for the recent global homeless crisis. To get your revenge, you'll need to move from station to station, fighting, looting, and just generally being a problem. The game is currently in development, so today we'll just be covering its surprisingly in-depth demo. To start your magical pirate adventure, you'll need to select the character. There's currently 5 different characters that you can unlock in the demo, but at the start, the reroll button only gives you a male to female surgery. Once you're secure in your gender identity, you can board the shuttle and start your run. You navigate between missions, choosing stations faster than light style. When approaching a station, you'll get a random text event. Depending on your stats, you might be able to swing things to your advantage. Or just be an asshole.
Is this a cruel joke?
Now that you're on station, this is where the magic happens. The goal of each level is to locate that station's warp drive and destroy it. Moving along the way, you'll collect supplies from the station such as oil to fuel your ship, cybernetics to give you buffs, or weapons for dealing with the inhabitants. Each different station type has its own level design and unique enemies. The combat is fun and it's pretty intense. Time to kill is pretty fast for both you and the enemies. There is an extremely wide variety of weapons to choose from. You can carry 2 unique weapons with you at all times, and you'll always have your starter weapon in your 3rd slot. But honestly, don't worry about either of those. The most impressive weapon in your arsenal is your gravity glove. Your glove allows you to lift physics items and hoon them at skull-smashing speeds. It's honestly one of my favorite features of the game. The physics don't stop there though, as the entire environment is destructible. And not limited to, but most importantly, the outer walls of the space station, causing a temporary breach which sucks objects, enemies, and occasionally yourself into the cold, infinite void of space. It's a quick and easy way to end some combat encounters. Just maybe not the way you were planning on doing it. If for absolutely no tactical reason whatsoever, you really want to cause some chaos, try unleashing a demo ball. As per its description, it flies around destroying random walls. With no way to aim it, I cannot stress enough that there is 0 tactical value in this. However, surely fortune will favor the bold. The enemies react to damage in dynamic ways, falling over or flinching, sometimes kinda letting them play possum. They can also be pretty hard to see in some of the more damaged parts of the maps, so make sure you keep your wits about you, and it doesn't hurt to double tap. One last thing about the enemies is that they're fairly prone to friendly fire, so if you can, try to use that to your advantage. Every station you visit has a set of modifiers to keep things pretty unique. The most important one, in my opinion, is the landmine modifier. The landmines are actually pretty harmless. Not to victim blame, but if one of these gets you, that's a skill issue. Landmines normally won't hurt enemies as they won't detonate if they walk over them. However, if you were to take that same landmine and chuck it at the enemy at about 80 miles per hour, it will. They honestly need to change the color of that from red to green because it's pretty much just free explosives. Even though the game is only in its demo, it's a pretty damn good one, letting you play all the way up to the first boss. There's a shit ton of replayability, a skill tree, and a pretty in-depth hub. If they manage to cram all of this into just the demo of the game, I'm really excited to see what the full release looks like. So this is going to be a pretty brief segment as I like the game a lot in its current state. There's some things I'm expecting to get changed, and some things I'm hoping to God that they don't touch. Firstly, the AI has some quirks. I don't mind the enemies so much, but the ally AIs are, I don't know if touched is the right word, but it's what comes to mind. Speaking of allies, it would be really nice if they were easier to tell apart from enemies. There's definitely been some brave troops that didn't make it home because I got a little confused. For this next one, there's a decent chance that they are going to change it, but I really hope that they don't update the recoil animations of the handguns. I really like that regardless of what kind of handgun it is, it's a complete and utter wrist breaker. Other than that, I'm just really excited to play more of the game. I know that this was kind of a shorter video. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. I had like 2 months where I had to take care of actual like adult responsibilities, but those things should be settled, and I'm hoping there's going to be no more of that and a lot more of this. Now, if you'll excuse me, friends, I've got a date with a discount Dune Worm. Until next time.